Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the month of March. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Capricorn, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you watch my videos regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right. See what we have going on here for you, Capricorn. Make sure everything's in view, then we'll get right into it. I think that looks just about good enough to me. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the moon. So the moon is a very interesting card to find here. This is about your intuition. It's interesting. You have the moon and the sun. So those cards come one after the other. Kind of interesting combination to get. But the moon, like I said, this can represent deeply intuitive messages. This can mean like connecting with your emotions in some ways. It can say that there are maybe some subconscious fears here that you may be working through or dealing with or processing at this time. And it could just speak to fears in general, just not just at the subconscious level. If I'm really thinking about it, it may mean that some of you here are like really contemplating something about your career. And that may be coming through in dreams. It may be coming through in, it may just be something that you're maybe a little bit fearful of right now. Some of you may be wanting to move away from what you've been doing. And we'll get into that more as we go along. But the moon can also say to be careful that you're not engaging in an emotionally charged situation. It can come forward when maybe there's ready to be like something may not be as it appears in your life. And what that means is that in your mind, you may not have the facts, like all the facts. And so you could make something out to be a bigger deal than it actually is, or, you could be in your emotions or whatever the case may be, and that may lead to an argument. Those things can happen here with the moon as well. And so just keep that in mind here. But you have, I think, a lot of career situation, a lot of career messages here, a lot of work-related finance messages here. There is definitely, I think for maybe a smaller portion of you, there is something here coming in about love. This may be if it's like your moon sign or your rising sign. I don't know why. I think maybe if it's your moon sign, there could be something here around love. That could certainly be the case, but it really doesn't matter. And so yeah, it's just something that came to mind. But at any rate, right away you actually have a very good reading here, I have to say. In fact, all 9 cards here are incredibly positive. The only challenge is maybe the moon, but one card never makes a reading. So this is very, very good. So in the middle, you have this 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups represents total joy, happiness, fulfillment, and good times in your life. It's literally you've made it to the end of the Suit of Cups, and you're now given some sort of like a windfall of happiness. That's the way you could describe it. It's like the feeling of having all 10 cups overflowing in your life. And this can speak to family energy. You can see the people on the bench here own the home behind them. And so I like to associate it with shared resources, maybe family resources. You may own a home with your significant other or something along those lines, or you may live in a family home or something along those lines. But it is a sign of abundance here, especially because you have the sun and the Wheel of Fortune next to it. Abundance is really just your ability to receive. So it's just like whatever it is that you're looking for, the 10 of Cups says you can pretty much have it. You're at the end of the rainbow, so to speak here. And so, yeah. Now, in the past, you have the Emperor, the Sun, and the Two of Wands. So look, you have this Aries energy here, which is really interesting. But really what is going on here is Capricorn, is this Emperor talks about bossing up in your life. This is big boss energy, okay? This is the energy of authority, of leadership, of success, of good situations happening. And it says it's a very good omen to find in your business career. It says that through structure and routine, you've achieved success, but also people really look up to you for your hard work, like your hardworking attitude, your work ethic, the routines and the structures that you have in place. This could also represent it's the father archetype, and so it could represent a masculine in your life, especially as you have the 10 of Cups here, indicating maybe family energy. Now, you also have the sun, which anytime I get the sun in a reading, I don't care what position it is in, it is always a very good sign to get the sun. And this sun card is probably, for me, it's the best card to find in the tarot, because it's like if you take the power of the sun and you put it into a card, that's what you get, right? And you get all of that energy with the sun. It also augments the positive aspects of the cards around it and negates the challenging aspects of the cards around it. Talks about victory, success, also a card of abundance. And interestingly enough, the sun is a card of truth, in that if there is something in your life that is not truthful here or is untrue with the moon card, something that the moon may represent something not being as it appears, the sun will expose that. It will bring the truth to light with the, hypothetically here, with the ray of the sun, right? And so, I feel like in the past year, something has gone, you may have come to some sort of profound understanding around your career situation. You have this Two of Wands, which is somebody who's at a crossroads here. They're really deciding between two paths, two options, two decisions, as you have this Two of Wands. And, this person is really at a fork in the road. And I feel like, for some of you here, you've been at maybe a career fork in the road. Like I said, there's something here, some of you questioning, some of you maybe know you want to go try this new path, but you're maybe a little bit fearful here about what might happen if you go down that new path. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. Now, in your current situation here, you have the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups is, the Page of Pentacles here, my apologies, is all about your prospects looking good in life, okay? And so, for this person, there could be good news on the way around a financial situation, or it could be career, even though Wands is typically the suit of career and job. Just blending everything together here, this could mean that there's a career prospect going on, or there's a financial prospect. Some of you may also be considering learning something, like picking up an additional skill, or like something along those lines to help augment your career in some ways. And the Page of Pentacles is somebody who might take a studious approach to their life, or to their career, to their job, or just in general. And so, like I said, there could be like a learning opportunity for some of you, but you have some sort of prospect coming in here. You also have this 3 of Pentacles, which is, you really doing well in your career situation. This person is holding up their pentacle here. They're presumably being rewarded and recognized for the job that they've done here. You can see the anvil and the mallet on their belt. And so when you get this card, it may mean that you are, you have a special skill or talent, but it can also refer to your teammates in your team environment. But again, getting rewarded or recognized for something that you've been doing. In the future, you have the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Wands. Hard for me to find a bad meaning here. I mean, obviously, I feel like maybe there's some internal fears around moving, around choosing this path. But other than that, it seems like situations are aligning here for you. You have this Wheel of Fortune, which is all about your luck turning around. It's a positive change in good fortune, destinies, luck, anything like that. It says the Wheel of Fortune has spun in your direction, and it might suggest that it's a very good time to take advantage of opportunities, especially as you have this Pentacles, this Page of Pentacles, but it does speak to change happening in your life. You also have this Ace of Cups, so if you're here for relationships, there could be a fated connection, maybe a meeting with somebody here. You could certainly be meeting somebody who's interested in you for sure. And then, because I say fated, because the Wheel of Fortune, not only does it talk about destiny, but it also has elements of fate as well. And you have this 6 of Wands here, which is total victory and success in your career. This can also be public recognition. So, both Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands can represent exceeding expectations, being recognized in a public setting, or just generally. Some of you may be getting out in social media or putting yourself out there, or maybe doing a presentation for work or something along those lines. Let's go ahead and continue forward. Let's start clarifying, and let's pull some additional messages here for you from the oracle cards. All right, let's see what we have here. So you have the mountains, stand your ground. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. You also here have this autumn card, release the old and rest. And then let's see what other cards that came forward here. And you have Father Sky, trust in the unknown, as well as Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's something here coming forward. The stand your ground energy. Actually, hold on, a couple things. One, stand your ground. Some of you know you want to go down a new path and you're fearful. Don't let the fears get in the way. Stand your ground on that. Number two, Mother Earth, and then the Father archetype. Some of you, there may be family expectations being placed on you as you maybe consider this move in a new direction. And so just something to be aware of. Let's see here. Okay, you had a bunch of cards that wanted to come forward. So you have this recovery card. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Within the next few weeks, okay, finding the answer you're looking for. Look for a sign, just as I said that. That's probably one of my favorite oracle cards in this deck. And then you have the situation will improve, as well as if you believe. So look, the only limitation is the limitation you place on yourself, really. I mean, the sky is the limit here. And with this look for a sign card, you're going to have opportunities here in the future for you to really get an understanding. This may come from a spiritual force, like a higher power, whatever it is that you believe in. But I also feel like maybe some of you getting a download of information or something along those lines. So let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some tarot cards to see what wants to come forward here to clarify this even more. All right, so let's see what we have here. So you have Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles may suggest that some of you are maybe a little bit reserved, timid, shy around something. It can also say that, like hesitancy. Okay, so here's the deal. There's this like big opportunity here, and some of you are really risk averse, or you're loss averse. You're fearful of losing something. With this Five of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Moon showing up, right? So we've been talking about how, you're considering going down this new path, going down this new maybe way for this new option for your career. Some of you are hesitating on that because you're fearful of losing something that you've built, or fearful of just generally fearful of loss. This is creating hesitancy, right, in your life here with that Four of Pentacles. This person is hanging on to their pentacle extremely, a little bit too tightly, right? And so it can not only talk about you just generally fearing that you'll lose what you've built financially, but also just generally fearing of losing something. And the thing about the Four of Pentacles to remember is that there will always be more opportunities in this lifetime, okay? This person feels like they will never get this pentacle back, but that could not be farther from the case. There will always be opportunities, especially with somebody who's a Three of Pentacles, which is somebody who's skilled. You also have the Two of Cups, which is talking about partnerships, unions. Again, I do feel like maybe some of you there is a chance for some of you to meet somebody here in this month ahead, and it will feel fated. Like you won't have to try very hard for that. You have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles coming in once again, and the Queen of Pentacles, counterparts. Okay, counterparts here with the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I was picking up that mother-father energy, so this could certainly be talking about like somebody in your family unit or your family dynamics in some way. But this could also mean, if it's not family related, this could be this Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune situation that we've been talking about for some of you here, for sure. Two people syncing up here with the Two of Cups, and now the counterparts with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, if you're not here for that at all, what's going on here is, some of you are making prudent choices when it comes to your, financial situation, when it comes to your career life, anything like that. And, I also see here with this Three of Pentacles that many of you are, I want to say like exceeding expectations. You can see they're like cheering this they're like observing or admiring this person's work here, right? This person's showing off their work. And again, I feel like some of you here are like doing that here in this week. Let's see what else we have. Okay, now you have the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is a card of empires, right? It's building your legacy, building your empire. Not only just having something for you, but also having something for your children and your children's children. As you see here, the grandfather on the card is passing money through to the other generation. And so this represents, money being passed through generations, giving back. It can come forward when there is an inheritance, especially as you have the 10 of Cups there with the King and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles might be an executor of an estate or a will. And so it's interesting. I don't think everyone's going to be dealing with that, but I do feel like some of you are. And I feel like others of you who are here are just generally looking to build something long-term for yourself. The 8 of Swords is being trapped in your mind, constructing some sort of mental imprisonment, as well as the 4 of Swords telling you to rest and relax. But here's the interesting thing, Capricorn, you have the moon on the bottom of both decks. Okay, so you are absolutely in fear around something that may not exist. Okay, the only reason this person is in this imprisonment is because each one of these swords is their own thoughts. Right? If it wasn't for their thoughts, they wouldn't be in this position. And what I mean by that is their overactive doom and gloom type of fear. And so for you, it's like the only limitation is the one that you're putting on yourself in this case. Okay, so the sky is the limit here for you, Capricorn. Let's see what we have here. Let's pull some additional messages. So you have House, mature man, gift, message of concern, lovers, and expectation. What have I been saying this whole time? There's this expectation here. It's either you placing it on yourself. I think for many of you that's the case, but I think for others of you, this could be a family expectation that you're looking to move past. Because we had, this mature man card, and then we have this, we have this King and Queen of Pentacles energy. The Emperor. I think it may even be like a father figure or your actual father in your life. But you're concerned here about loss with this message of concern. You're concerned about saying, okay, you're concerned about putting it out to the universe that you're about to move on to something that that's more in alignment with you. And the thing is, I think for those of you who are especially for those of you who are single and interested, there is absolutely a connection available. And I think this is all as a result of the ability for that connection to happen will be you working through limitations that you place on yourself and potentially just going for something you really enjoy doing. So thank you so much for being here. That's what I have here for you. Love this month of March for you. If you like this, hit the subscribe button, comment, and feel free to check out my email list. There's a link to that in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.